The American people are suffering under the far-left radical socialist policies of President Joe Biden and Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Representative Elise Stefanik gets straight to business in her first public appearance as the House GOP's new conference chair. Stefanik, now the House GOP's third in command, replaced Representative Liz Cheney, who was removed for her refusal to support former President Trump's lies about the election. She was elected by secret ballot and by a large margin, 134 to 46 votes. Now she says her priority is unity within the party. CBS 4's Debra Alfarone reports from Capitol Hill.
House Republicans face the media after voting behind closed doors to elect New York Representative Elise Stefanik as their conference chair.
My focus is on unity because that's what the American people and that's what our voters deserve.
The decision came just 2 days after party members booted Wyoming Representative Liz Cheney from the position for rejecting former President Trump's claim that the 2020 election was stolen.
I believe that voters determine the leader of the Republican Party, and President Trump is the leader that they look to.
Mr. Trump, who pushed for Cheney's ouster, released a statement congratulating Stefanik, saying in part the House GOP is united and the Make America Great Again movement is strong.
Democrats suggest the shakeup is a clear sign of former President Trump's hold on the GOP, but top Republicans say it shows that they're united against President Biden and his agenda.
The policies of Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden are destroying this nation.
The border crisis has been created by President Biden's failed policies.
Cheney continues to stand her ground.
We have to get people to vote for us, and we can't do that if we are a party that's based on a foundation of lies. I think what the former president's doing is dangerous.
Cheney had survived a previous attempt to remove her from leadership back in February after she voted to impeach former President Trump on a charge of inciting the January 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol. On Friday, House lawmakers reached a bipartisan deal to establish a commission to investigate the attack. Debra Alfarone, CBS News, Washington.